I found a pool of light here under this street light in the middle of nowhere. Yondaira, my morning hike. Ricky, I just finished listening to your Not a Podcast, and as always, very interesting and a lot of depth. I wanted to thank you for shouting me out with regard to the move and the return back to Japan. You opened up an interesting well of thought with regard to what motivates people to want to be somewhere other than where they are, and the catalyzing force of such desire, which, having just undergone that again, it's fresh in my mouth, very tactile, very immediate. So I'm going to be thinking about it, heading up into that darkness, and thinking about it a little more on my way to the temple at Hirasawa. Thanks for opening a beautiful can of thoughts, and I enjoyed the podcast greatly, as always. Or the Not a Podcast, that is. Talk to you maybe up in the further darkness. Maybe up at the temple. All right, so I've arrived at the temple at Hirasawa. The house that Yumiko and I originally wanted to buy is right over there. I'm going to keep my voice low in case any people in the community are awake or milling about. But I wanted to complete the thought that I started based on Ricky's Not a Podcast relative to what drives us to be expats. Here's the thought. Perspective over time. The first iteration, what I like to call Softypapa 1.0, when I came to Japan in the 2003 through 2014. I had this experience of being one of the YouTubers at that time, part of the J-Vlog community. There were far fewer of us back then. And as a result, we became kind of catalysts, or not catalysts so much as heat sinks for the interest of people abroad about Japan. And I came away from that experience with the idea that everybody everywhere other than Japan wanted to live in Japan. Now, of course, I knew that was hyperbole, and that, people wanted to live elsewhere, but I had this basic idea that everybody was driven to be somewhere else. I went back to America with that frame of mind. While I was there for a decade, before I just returned back to Japan, I was disabused of that idea by the experience of so many who were so fully satisfied with their lives in the United States in particular, and I realized that was the case everywhere. Now, of course, I'm not implying that anybody was thinking otherwise. It was me that was deluded by my experience of being a J-vlogger and having so many people send cards and letters all the time about inquiring about their life in Japan and how they could make that dream come true. So I was overstimulated in the perspective of the expat drive, and then to come back to America and realize just how many people were fully satisfied with whatever lives they were living there, whether it be to the deep family and communal relations that they had generations back in particular communities, or the friendship circles, the careers that they had, or just this sheer disinterest and not wanting to live anywhere other than where they had grown up. And now to come back, sort of completing the story, come back to Japan and find that, it's rather kind of a rarefied air. Those of us who desire this, and then those of us further still rarefied, those that make it happen. What causes them to go from the desire to the making it happen seems to be a willingness, and I know this is stepping beyond the scope of your comments, Ricky, from the fact of the matter to the motivation or the fulfillment of such a thing. It seems to be a tolerance for pain and the pain and discomfort of change. Those few over the years that have reached out to me asking how this happened and who made it happen themselves all had that same characteristic, a willingness to push into the discomfort despite that fact, to see what's on the other side. I'll close with something slightly different. You had mentioned about running away, and Mikey's comment about the woman who disappeared, and you mentioned about how people just disappear, not just in Japan but elsewhere. brought back to memory a memory from 1979, or maybe it was 1980. I was 15 and a half, 16 years old, hitchhiking across the western United States with a surfboard. I was in, I'm pretty sure it was Idaho. That's where it was. It was Idaho, with my surfboard. Imagine a 15 and a half year old, 16-year-old boy from California hitchhiking across Idaho with a backpack and a surfboard. And I did that deliberately. I carried the surfboard with me to facilitate picking up rides because I had trouble getting picked up in earlier hitchhiking experiences. And I thought if I was a young man with a surfboard, that people would be more inclined to pick me up. It worked. I got rides all the time. Anyway, to a serious note, I was leaving a small town where I didn't have any money and I had almost no food, but I had landed an afternoon of work at a Dairy Queen, cleaning dishes and whatnot, and they had fed me, and I remember they had a milk dispenser, and I had just downed whole glasses of milk, fortifying myself for the trip to Oregon. I was headed home. Back west across the northern United States, alone with my surfboard and my backpack, my JanSport Sears backpack. And anyway, on the outskirts of town, I had a rule for myself that I never stood and hitchhiked. I always trudged. I always walked. And I had walked maybe a mile out of town into the dark, heading into the night. When it was like a small little car, like a Gremlin or something like that, pulled up and stopped. And the window went down, and a young woman, to me, she seemed young. She was in her early 20s, maybe mid-20s. She invited me into the car. Her back of her car was all filled with stuff, so I had to carry the backpack here. I was able to slide the surfboard over the top. Believe it or not, it actually fit in there. It was a small surfboard, a 5'10" thruster, three-fin thruster. So it actually fit in there. So I was all kind of crunched in there and had the backpack, and we took off into the night. This relates to your story, Ricky, because she was a runaway. She was a young bride who didn't have any kids, but had found herself with a man. I don't remember the details of just what it was, but it didn't work out, and she was quite unhappy with the circumstance and decided to leave and was running away to the west, in particular Oregon. And what preceded was a full night's drive until dawn. We drove, and I didn't have much to share. I was but a boy. I was just an adolescent, but I had an open heart and willing open ears, and she told me about her, young life, 25 years old, and the things that had happened, and where she wanted to go, and the dream that she had. Now, she wasn't running away to die, as some people do. I mean, there's a mountain behind me, way back there. It's not Aokigahara. It's another mountain where Softypapa 1.0, at the entrance to that mountain, I would sometimes see posters of people who had gone into the mountains and had been missing. Now, maybe they didn't go there to die. Maybe they went hiking and were missing. But I have a feeling that in some cases they went there deliberately. Anyway, quite off the topic. This young woman was going west to live, to escape, to restart. And the reason this comes back, and I'm sharing this with you, Ricky, is that you had mentioned that you had that project and you were trying to you couldn't find a young woman that could relate to the character and fit the character. And immediately she jumped to mind, and I thought if I could get in a time machine back to 1979, 1980 and bring her forward and teach her Japanese, she could fill that role because she knows the character and the part. I'll finish with that. My hands are cold. I'm going to climb the stairs to the Kanon Temple of Love. Slip over here. You guys can take a quick look. Oh, I won't film inside the temple. It's a Buddhist temple. You see the stairs there, going up, big steps. All right, time for me to climb. Wish you all the best. Thanks again for your podcast, Ricky. Always so thought-provoking. I really appreciate it.
のびのびと背伸びの運動から。はい、力まない程度軽く手を握って、腕と足の運動です。腕は軽く横に振り、足元気よく曲げて伸ばしましょう。腕を回す運動です。腕できれいな大きい円を描くように意識をして、足を開いて胸の運動です。ここは指先までスーッと伸ばして、心地よく胸を反らせて緩めます。体を横に曲げる運動。椅子に腰掛けてる方はゆっくりと息を吐いて柔らかく曲げましょう。前後に曲げる運動です。ピアノの音をよく聞きながら、体をねじります。腕を上下に伸ばす運動。腕を上げて伸ばして上げて伸ばします。足を開いて上体柔らかく斜め下に曲げます。正面で胸反らし。呼吸を上手に使いましょう。息を吐いて大きく吸います。体を回す運動。よく伸びた腕でぐるっと円を描くように腰の周りの筋肉をほぐしましょう。両足跳びの運動です。椅子の方は肩を上下にゆすりましょう。腕と足の運動。呼吸を整えながらゆったりと動きます。深呼吸。深く息を吸って吐きます。金曜日のテレビ体操はこの辺で。今日も一日どうぞお元気にお過ごしください。
Okay, let's see what you got.
Okay. No, don't go under.
One, two, three.
Oh.
Good try.
How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll Center with the spot? All right, we are off. Yoko, Yumiko, Rudy, and Ollie and I are off for an adventure. Yoko's driving, which means that I get to look out the window and daydream with you. Off we go. Okay, we're about to drive over the Abe River. That's the Shinkansen tracks right over there, and then we got the JR tracks. You can get a better view up there. That country up there is where I hike at Softypapa, and where I hope to go back again soon. There's the river, a little bit of it, at least. So once we cross over the river, we'll be headed towards Maruko, I think it's called, and then through the mountains, through some tunnels. Okay, we're on Route 1, approaching the first tunnel on the way to Fujieda. Those of you who watch Big Jim Mullen's videos, so you don't see him going through this tunnel during his lives. It's a fairly long tunnel. And we're on the other side. We'll be in Fujieda. Look at that up there. Up on the hill, there is a decoration or a design that says Ocha, green tea. Fascinating. And now we're crossing over the mighty Oigawa River, one of the most formidable rivers to cross on the old Tokaido Highway back in the day. And Martin, our friend from Gaijin Otosan, used to live right up there. Well, quite a ways up there. This is interesting. We're driving along the highway here, going slow, and that's a footpath next to the highway, completely overgrown. Wouldn't that be a fun adventure to actually go and walk that, or try to at least see where it goes? Wow, completely overgrown. Well, we've arrived in Kakegawa for the event, which I know accepts dogs. Just what it is, I don't know what it is. We'll find out. I'll find out. This is the kind of childlike ignorance that I operate under, which I once feel bad about because it means that others kind of are looking after me in my ignorance. But at the same time, I've reached a point in life now where I have no need to impose upon anybody except perhaps my wife a little bit from time to time. But for the most part, once I have everything in order, I'm like a cactus. Really don't need a lot of care, but just sitting there in the corner. Anyway, enough about me. We're almost there. Are you excited? We had a nice drive out, huh? That was fun. And guess what? They let dogs here too. Yeah, whatever it is. Okay, we're in Kakegawa now, and we're headed over towards a restaurant that allows as a terrace for dogs and even rent chairs where we can take them out to the park. I'm still not completely sure about what this place is, but I do want to tell you that I saw something with a father right down there with two young children. I assume he's their father, and they're playing. And something has come upon me that I remember hearing older people talking about a long time ago, about how one of the things that was sweetest about growing old was enjoying watching young people being happy, and seeing the father playing with the children down by the water there brought that sense, which is becoming increasingly more common now that I'm liberated of the weight of so much of responsibility. Seeing the young people still in the midst of all of that, yet at peace. It's a vicarious type of a peace that I can't quite recall. I'm sure people more mature than me at a younger age would feel it at a younger age, but for me it's coming at age 60. There's my gals up there. Let's catch up, Rudy. Come on. Dog cafe. Following my ladies, and there's a wild boar warning sign. Watch out, Rudy. Okay, here's the cafe. It's called Kimikura Cafe. We're gonna eat out on the patio. Sandwich looks good. Parfait. Desserts, all kinds of stuff. Looks nice. While Yumiko and Yoko order and get our meal, I've been sent out to get a seat. I picked this one. We've got handy dog leash thingy there. Now, of course, Rudy, he hangs close with me. That's my boy. That's just how we roll around here. Okay, well, we're having our lunch in Kakegawa. We got these great set sandwiches, salads, and we got 3 kinds of drinks. I've got the green tea latte, right? Matcha. Yoko got hojicha hot, and Mama got hojicha latte hot. We're ready. Say no. Itadakimasu. All right, we're going in for the vending machine time. I'm here with Yoko and Yumiko. First, they've got to sort out their 100 yen coins. I always get the black. I think Yoko said she's going to get the matcha latte right there. And Yumiko's going to get pink drink. We're climbing the stairs now to the tunnel overlooking this area right here. It's kind of like a municipal park grounds, sports arena. They've got swimming pools and stuff like that. And we're just out for a nice dog walk after lunch. You got it, Mama. You made it. Echo, echo. Yoko, Yoko. Rudy, Rudy. Okay, we're out the other side. Oh, there's another tunnel. That one. There's another tunnel. It looks like another tunnel of doom. Look at this tunnel. This one's all sealed off and partitioned off with what do you call it? Compost. Oh, I see the other side. Wow. Neat. Another particularly nice thing about being older is that I can enjoy just the most, what would have been, what's the word? When I was younger, I would have found a park trail like this incredibly, for lack of a better term, pedestrian and boring. Not so anymore. Now it's delicious. There's a deliciousness that comes of age that's hard to describe. I mean, just looking for a moment at stuff like this, the new life, especially anything that represents life. Look at the ladies going on the trail there. Anything that represents the continuance of life, like seeing the children playing and laughing and young families. So nice. I really love it. Satisfaction in the most simplest of things. I hardly feel like I need to go to the mountains, although I will. No, I'm on the trail. This is interesting. It looks like someplace they may have had water at one time, where you can walk out and meander over a koi pond. Now this koi pond is only suitable for lungfish. This is so much fun. Ooh, I see a big body of water up there. See it? Let's just keep following the ladies. As we're walking along, we came across a little sign here. This is a sign warning of snakes. It's a particular snake, the mamushi, it says in red right there, which is a pit viper that is actually venomous. It's not a rattlesnake, although it's related. It doesn't have a rattle, but I guess it could be up here in the grass. Something to watch out. Climbing, climbing, climbing some more. And a lake. Climbing. Mama's taking a break. Gambate. We made it to the tops of these stairs. Now we're going to continue on a beautiful ridge. Let's check this out. Look at this. Yoko's already gone ahead. To the right, we have a reservoir. And I saw another sign warning about the mamushi, venomous snake. Although I don't think we'd have much of a problem with them at this time of the year. They're probably hibernating. This is a lot like the trails above where we live, which I'll be sharing with you on videos in the future as I go hiking during the day. Boy, this feels like being Softypapa again, doing this little trail. I wonder if Rudy will walk. Let's try. Probably not. Come on, Rudy. What happened to your leash? Come on, Rudy. Let's walk. Let's walk. Not a chance. We brought oyatsu snacks for us, and we're going to have with our tea. We found a little bench here where we can freeze, and at the point, right at the point where all the water is, and eat our snacks. Arigato, Yoko.
Hi.
All right, yay. Now we're at our oyatsu, our sweet potato snacks. We're walking along the reservoir here. I think they have boats over there, maybe for fishing or some sort of fun. Look at this line going all the way across. Look at this. What's that for? There's another one up here. Then we're just gonna walk to the other side now. Huh, another line right there. And still another one. With plastic chains. Yumiko is just pointing out to me the Japanese maples, which are a little hard to see behind there. Here as well. So beautiful. The colors were a little late for the colors, of course, but still it's very nice. It matches Yoko's jacket. Look at these beautiful Japanese maple. Wow. We're a little late in the season, but it's really nice. Isn't this beautiful? The ladies were talking about how the maple seemed to go from what color? Green to...
Green to yellow to orange to red and finally black.
Yeah, the brown. Well, we kind of reached the end of the line. We couldn't find it. We want to get up to the top of that mountain, but we couldn't find a way up. But there they go. Yumiko and Yoko leaving me behind. Rito, we can't have that, huh? Let's go follow them. We're gonna go up there too. Those brave adventurers. Well, Yoko and Yumiko are determined to make it to the top of this mountain, one step at a time. We'll get there.頑張って, Mama. I don't know if you can see it, but every so often there's a cascade of leaves tumbling down from above. Let's see if this wind will make it happen. Here they come. Tumbling, tumbling. Come on, Rudy. Rudy, can you make it down that big step? Oh, somebody's getting tired. Mama and Yoko are down there. Come on, Rudy. Come on, down the step. Good, good, good. Good boy. Here's an even bigger step. Can you make it down here? Oh, good. Wow, look at you. What a big boy you are. Come on. There you go. Let's go. You want to keep up with them, huh? Kind of slippery here. Trail dog. Rudy the trail boss. Come on. You want to go that way? Okay, come on. That's fine. Shake it, shake it. Come on. There you go. Mama, look. Good job. He went down all these stairs. Good job. We're almost there. Okay, here's a big challenge for Rudy. I think that's too big. Did Ollie make it down this? Ooh. I guess you can Papa make it down. What are you gonna do? Here you go. Rudy. Oh. I think that's too hard for you. That's too much. Rudy, come over here. Over here. This way. Come this way. Now, come on down. No. I think a good adventurer knows their limit. Okay. That's why it's good to have Papa to help you down. We'll tell Mama you did it all by yourself, okay? Sound good? It's our secret, okay? Okay. Now this is interesting. We are right back where we started on the other side of the trail that we said was impossible. But it is possible if you go backwards. Even Rudy. Almost there. All right, 1, 2, 3. We did it. We made it all the way around. Good job, everybody. We made it back down to civilization. And the first thing out of Yumiko's mouth was onaka suita, which means I'm hungry. I am too. And it highlights something that I've noticed about our new life in retirement, which is basically we're just killing time between meals. Fortunately, we're getting lots and lots of exercise as well between meals, so we're burning it off. But it's kind of fun, so hopefully we can find some snack for between meals soon. Our outing today was supported by Sister Yoko and was Mr. Wagon. So we found something interesting here, the three of us and the dogs. This is a self-picking lettuce farm. You put your money in here, and then you go up these steps, and there's the lettuce, and here are the tools.
Under that red flag.
Oh, okay, lettuce is over there. These are cabbage. It's too bad cabbages weren't 100 yen for two, right? 100 yen for two, right?
These are hot cider.
Wow, good price. Check this out. Yumiko and Yoko just showed this to me. A Christmas mikan tree where it's all decked out with Christmas ornaments, and the mikan themselves are part of the deal. And check out how well all this wood is stacked. It's like a jigsaw puzzle all put together. Just so. That took some effort. And now we've stopped at a little goat farm. Hi, Yagi. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 piki. 4 hiki? And there's Ollie's taking a look. Rudy's checking them out. Here they come.
Hi guys. Hey.
Meh.
Audie, be nice.
Cute. We are approaching the Owl Jinja. Past the tree, that big tree right there is 400 years old. It feels like it's taking us 400 years to get to the top. It's right up here. We've had a lot of walking today. I think we need more snacks, guys. Here's the Owl Jinja.
白なんて絶対見えない。Here we are.
Wow. It's got some stones here. That's beautiful. One of the things that I'm more keenly cognizant of as we do these types of adventures is the wear and tear on my body and how my body isn't going to hold up. I'm 60. Eventually, things are going to give out. So if I'm going to do such things, I need to do them. That's all there is to it. No time to wait, right? You're so tired. But we did it. Good boy. Joe! Right over there. Do you see it? Yoko and Yumiko found it. There's the castle. Right there. Center screen. Joe means castle. And it's kind of a silly thing. I get excited. Wow, there it is. Nice. Good eye, guys. Way over there. And just in case you had any doubt that was really the castle, that's what the sign says. Oh, here you go, Rudy. Oh, he escaped. Wait for me. We're at the roadside center, and the gals went inside and got us. Nani kore?
Obanyaki.
Obanyaki. I got anko. What'd you guys get?
Matcha custard.
Nice. We got all the bases covered. Itadakimasu. You okay? We have stopped at Lotteria for French fries on the way home. Wow, I used to do this in Osaka. Yumiko did too.
ポイント貯まるよ。
Wow. French fries, they're good fries. Oh, hi. That's for me? Wow, thank you. I got fries. Yay. They're not just any fries. Lotteria fries. Look at that view of Mount Fuji. Wow. That's pretty amazing. A good way to end the day. With French fries, no less. Hey there. I'm starting this video off from my future backyard area, so to speak. Not quite the land we'll own, but we're hoping to own. Look how black that is. I commented to Yumiko as we came up that the backyard is black as night, so to speak. Ooh, something's making noise in the woods. And she's just paused for a second. She said, that is black. Okay, let's make my way out, join my sister-in-law and my wife. We're doing our dog walk. I'm gonna make this one quick. I think everybody's tired. We're gonna go back home pretty quickly. This is my good life meditation for today, where I wrap the day up with a reflection of how the last 24 hours went. I recite my creed. I prepare for the coming day and I ready myself for death. Oh, snooze. Now the first thing that I do is, okay, I had to start again. I came around the corner there and there was a person there, one of my future neighbors, and I was sitting there awkwardly turning the camera on in the darkness, and he reacted accordingly. Just, I have to remember, and I always forget, that in Japan, there's always somebody looking. Whenever you're doing something untoward or strange or out of the ordinary, someone's gonna see. And I'm really working hard to make sure that I don't make that impression on my new neighbors. Here I go. Oh well, so I'll chalk that up to, stumble today. I knew better as I approached the house and I saw the darkness and all the dog had to do his business. So Yumiko and Yoko stopped to attend to that. And I thought, I'll just slip away into the darkness behind the house and turn the camera on. And of course I get caught. It's not like it's a big deal, but it is a big deal to me. I don't want to be making a bad impression on my new neighbors. So I guess I have to recognize that that's just my nature. And it wasn't such a big deal. It wasn't like I'm a peeping Tom or anything like that. I was only filming myself in the dark. Still, true limits, true opportunity, keeping my balance and good emotional reactions, applying my objectives, applying effort to meet my objectives in life. As for today, challenges and opportunities, I'm not even going to speak about my sleep because that's just good every night now. Nothing really happened today. I wasn't driving. Yoko, my sister-in-law, did all the driving today. So I just sat in the back like a kid, having fun, taking photos out the window, thinking, talking to myself, talking to my dog. It was a good day. Nothing really challenged me at all. The creed consists of 8 objectives: to be always ready to die, to make good and effective use of time, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles, to cultivate good emotional reactions, to perform good actions, to recognize true limits and true opportunities, to do just one thing at a time and do that thing slowly and deliberately and carefully, and to keep my balance. And these objectives and the 35 attendant principles are all available to review in my book, Going Alone, in the chapter titled The Good Life. You can find it on Amazon, or if this is on YouTube, it'll be linked to this video. You can just find it right below. You can also read it for free at goingalone.org. All right, as for tomorrow, it's a Monday. Who cares, right? Anymore now that I'm retired. They're all kind of the same, but that's not necessarily true. I'm still enough of a creature of the machine that Monday feels like a Monday, even though it has no teeth any longer, which is interesting to consider. Finally, am I ready for death? Well, my affairs are in order, my relationships are sound, and my life's work is complete. So yeah, I think so. And with that, I'll sign off. I wish you all the best. Be safe, but not too safe. You ready to walk? Okay. Bye-bye.